Hi crafters, and welcome back to my channel, Choose Joy with Carmen. And as you can see on your screen, I'm going to be sharing today the card that I created for Craft Roulette episode number 157. So this one, I had to do a little of research on it. So where I started was with the colors, since the colors had to be cornucopia. So I thought, I wonder what I can find. So here is the picture that I found, which then inspired me to make my card. So when I saw the sunflowers, I thought, oh, perfect. And I love how there's so many different colors in there. And so pretty much you can use every color under the sun, it seems like, in a cornucopia. So I went ahead and thought, oh, I want to use that paper pumpkin kit that I have that has sunflowers in it. So that's where I started with my thought process. And then the easel card for the project, well, that was just a matter of deciding what kind of easel card I wanted to do, because there's so many out there. So that wasn't a problem. And then the element had to rhyme with ache. Well, that could be cupcake and all this, stuff. And I didn't know what I wanted to do. So what I did was I did a Google search on rhymes with ache, and all these words came up. But the one that came up that caught my attention was forsake. So when I bring in the card, you'll see what I did for that. And then the random was gold. Well, that was easy because sunflowers, and then my favorite gold brushed brass butterflies, which I am so thankful they're not going away in the new catalog because I love them. So that was the easiest part of the card. So let me pull this aside, and this is the paper pumpkin kit that I'm using. And I could kick myself for not ordering several of these because I love it. But I thought at the time that they would have a refill kit. I didn't want to order several because then you're going to get that many stamp sets, and I didn't need that. So I decided, let me go ahead and see if they have a refill. Well, guess what? They never had a refill. So I'm really bummed that I never did order several of those. I would have rather had several of the stamp sets than not have this stuff, the supplies that came in that kit at all, because it was just gorgeous. So on today's card, I'm using this for my card base. But look at these beautiful papers. Oh my gosh. I am just bummed that I never got more of this. And then I am using the envelopes for my card. So here's the pieces that's left over after I cut it apart. And then there's other supplies here that I didn't use, and the only thing I used from the color and contour was I wanted some of these speckled dots here. And so I'll show you where I put that. So let me bring the card in, and then we will look at it. So here it is, and what I ended up doing for the leaves in the stamp set was I just did some watercoloring on a piece of paper with the mossy meadow, and then I went ahead and stamped the leaves on top of that so that I could get it colored in the way I wanted it. So I love that. So okay, so here it is, and here's that envelope that I used to decorate it, and here's my gold brass butterflies, the other ones on the inside. So then when you lift it up into the easel, which this one I'm going to be keeping out to remind me all the time. So here is the part that rhymes with ache, and it's he will never leave you nor forsake you. And that's from Deuteronomy 31:6, but it's the last half of that verse, so I just put the B there. That's what we used to always do when we reference verses when I worked in the church. So the fun part, and what I loved about this, is I was able to create this on my silhouette, and that way I could create so that my machine could cut it out. So I love that. So what I did was I took the hex numbers of the colors that I wanted in it. So since I'm using Blackberry Bliss here on my cardstock on the inside, I wanted the letters to be Blackberry Bliss. And since I wasn't stamping it, I had to go ahead and do that coloring on my document so that when I printed it out, it would have the Blackberry Bliss and then the word forsake in the crushed curry. And let me see if I can get closer there so you can see that. And then I just did the verse in the mossy meadow. So I love using my silhouette. I'm so glad I'm learning how to use that. So, and there's the other little butterfly there. So that was a lot of fun, and I love this, and I'm going to be definitely keeping this near me in the craft room so that I can always remember that God will never leave me nor forsake me. So I hope you all enjoyed that. If you did, a thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. And, thank you all who are a subscriber to my channel. And if you're not and you want to see when I upload new stuff, then go ahead and click on that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified, hit that bell. Alrighty, well, thank you for stopping by and seeing what I created for Craft Roulette episode 157. And until my next video, hope you all have some time to craft. And remember, choose joy, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.